So I wanted to do a quick little video describing some of the concepts that we're working on what we're thinking, so you guys can see it and show you what we're doing here at the shop now to prepare for the future. So as you can see next to me, we're painting some robot heads here. We're going to use these guys so we can test the paint and the materials we're going to use to make the robotic parts for the DollSavant statues. You can see we got a small black one. We're going to test a rub and buff technique on this one, and on the larger one we're going to test a new kind of spray paint called Spastic to see how that comes out. We're also working on skin test. You can see here another finger and some other fingers. Really the only mold I have right now is the fingers, so that's what we're using. So the two designs that we're working on as far as our concept art for the full-size statues, our first one is the more of this idea of the body hanging. On each of the statues, or each art design of the characters, we were thinking that each one would have its own, what we'd consider a gag, which means something it does special to make it unique from the other statues. On this particular one, our first one where it's hanging, we were thinking of using a thing called an infinity tunnel. So the idea is maybe on her chest or on her lower abdomen somewhere, the skin would actually open up and fold away like doors, revealing her central core. And inside the central core we'd have a thing called an infinity mirror. And how this works is it would look like a power cell, and it would go, it's an optical effect that makes it look like a never-ending tunnel in her chest. And I'll put up some videos so you can see what that looks like. So our first idea on her was she would have that, and then on her back side there would be a strip of skin missing from her back up her spinal cord. So her whole spinal cord will be exposed from the back. So if you look at her from the front, she'll have a motion sensor. So when somebody walks up to her, the motion sensor will detect the person standing there, and then will open, do a light show, play sounds. And then if they walk around the backside, she'll have this elegant looking spinal cord flowing all the way down her backside, so you can see that. Our second design is a model standing, or not standing, but standing with her arms on her shoulders, looking over one of her shoulders. And from her t-shirt level down will all be completely robotic. So the arms will be completely robotic and holding her own shoulders. And she'll be looking over, and then the wind will be blowing her hair over, and you'll be able to see a portion of her head missing, and inside you'll see a liquid-filled chamber where her memory will be, and it will have lights and bubbles, and that will be her gag. Is on the back side of her, you'll be able to see her robotic brain, and it will look like it's functioning. There'll be a liquid cooled pipes going in and flowing water through it, so it looks like it's realistic. Those are the two ideas for the first two busts that we've came up with. And if you have any ideas, any remarks, want to change, hate them, love them, just let us know, and we will get back on the